think this decision is building on what Rwanda has achieved since back at 2004 with the cabinet directives, and then 2008 with the plastic ban law. But again, we said, let's move forward because we can see the results. But we still have challenges, especially on single-use plastics. And that's how, when we come to discuss and analyze the impact of single-use plastics, and the impact if we are not even using these single-use plastics. Yeah. Because banning, of course, has a result, and a positive one, and we don't see the challenges if we don't use it. And sometimes we find we use just for the luxury or convenience, but on the cost of the environment.
Right, the cost of the environment.
Yes.
So we have people who are looking at us right now and saying, it is easier for me to carry this or actually buy this if I'm buying my food and they package it well and they give it to me, as opposed to carrying my normal metallic fork and spoon. So why are they inconveniencing me? Try to make sense for them out of this particular decision.
I think that's the whole point,
yeah.
Because we have been sacrificing our water resources, our ocean, lakes, rivers, our soil, just because of convenience. So it's time now to pay the cost. We have to pay the bill. Because what we are actually enjoying in the future we will not be able to enjoy because we have no fruits to make the juice. We have no fish to eat on the plate because those will be full of plastics. Yes.
And so probably moving forward, how does Rwanda plan to implement this? Because we know that there are people who have been making money out of this. So how much are we ready to pay as far as the price is concerned by losing out on that revenue at the expense of this? What are we looking at?
I believe, I don't see like losing money.
Yeah.
Actually, I see the positive side of the ban as gaining money because this will give room for innovation. And I say this because I also refer back when we banned the normal plastic bags. People were creative and they were innovative. They had produced, now we have so many alternative bags that were created out of that. And we expect, we have already initiatives. People want to produce straws, the forks and spoons from bamboo, from other biodegradable materials. So we see opportunity out of this. And I think if we want it to be sustainable, we need to have technology that is more sustainable rather than technology that you will gain today and tomorrow you are suffering.
Right. The other aspect is the mindset shift, because you will really need to convince the population, again, because someone says, I use the straw instead of that glass when I go to a hotel or a restaurant because I'm not so sure about the hygiene of that bottle or of that glass. So it's safer for me if I use a straw as opposed to that. So what are these mechanisms that we're going to replace so that we are protecting both ways?
I like how you put it. It's just a mindset, Gene, as you put it.
Yeah.
Because you are drinking from the same grass that you don't trust. But if this contamination is already contaminated. So I think those people that are actually cleaning those grasses are the same. If they don't clean now, then they will not clean again. It's a matter of mindset. And I remember, I think these straws, we have been drinking without straws. And I don't see any problem if I can take my glass full of juice and I still enjoy the juice without straw. So I think the whole common denominator is do we really need straws to be able to enjoy the drink? So it's about a mindset change, and that is sensitization, education on both sides, the demand and the supplier.
Right. And so what strategies are in place before we go into the dynamics of forming now that particular law that will finally ban them? What already is being put in place to work on this?
We actually have started educating our people, sensitizing them, the impact of these plastics. I think this is a global issue, and to become a global issue, it starts from the country issue. So it has been really communicated to different people to educate them, and our people, I think they understand. Some of them, when you go out there and see how the plastic are piled off, they have nowhere to go. They say, why can't we ban these plastics? So I think the other side, maybe people who makes money, they feel they want to continue gaining money. But I just want to tell them that gaining that money, eventually you have no money because you no longer use these luxury things if you don't have things to use actually for drinking.
So what's the next step now? Cabinet says we've approved the draft law.
Yes.
Parliament is up next. So
yes.
what happens if the parliamentarians turn it down? Because at the end of the day, they will formulate this law or not.
I don't see Parliament turning it down. They might ask some few changes.
Yeah.
That's normal. That's how the process of passing the laws goes here in Rwanda. So there's some discussion that will be going on, consultation, and then that time is go concurrently as we educate our people that this is on the way and they should be prepared. So meanwhile, again, we'll be sensitizing people with innovations and the possible support that they can receive. And again, those who imports, they will be warned that within a certain period, just to be ready, yes, to change your business.
Okay, so you see this as a win for Rwanda and not something that will just put us on the headlines that we are the second country to actually ban single-use plastics in the world.
I think many countries have initiated, and some have already gone far. It's not only Rwanda that have banned the single plastic use. As I said, it's a global issue. Every country is trying to educate their people, to find innovations, to support innovations, to promote alternative uses, and where not necessary, to stop using the single-use plastics. So it is a global issue. Every country is trying. And I remember when we tried when we banned plastic use bags back in 2008. But the other country came on, countries came on, yeah.
Okay.
So there's always someone to start the move.
And starting the move, Rwanda is doing that, playing its role to ensure that by 2050 we don't have more plastics in the water than the fish. Thank you so much for making time to speak to us,
Thank you,
Engineer Coletha.